Right, legends. What is crack lacking? Right now, we got a pretty fucking sweet video for you today. It's going to be a sweet like a strawberry. Sweet like a strawberry, man. What's crack-a-lacking, Petey?
Yeah, I'm ready. Am I strawberry for the whole stream?
You are... Bro, well, we've made the agreement here. You have to be...
Is that what we're doing?
You're running it up. What's going on with that, you sweet side angle shit?
I'm just looking about.
What do you want us to do today, brother?
Well, I think we should run down some of the projections for the yearly forecast. You know what I'm saying? Have a look around, see what's happening this year. What's likely to happen this year? Talk about some of that.
What, you sweet like sweetness?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty sweet, dude. I'm
sweet,
sniffing about.
Sweet like a yeah. Where you at? What pond? Where are you at? What field are you in?
I know, bro. I might have to come out of this at some point. I can't be a strawberry the whole time.
No, we've made the decision that we believe that this is a really good look.
You made the decision.
No, you stopped on this fucking skid and said this one looks good. Wait, you disappeared. What field did you jump to? But anyway, boys and girls, we're going to get into the charts, obviously, about Bitcoin. But you know what, guys? At the end of the day, let me just go over here. You do know that I have my yearly forecast. So if you go on my YouTube channel, you can go to my 2026 yearly forecast. I do a yearly forecast at the start of every single year. And you always know that it comes with some serious alpha. I'm now left on my own. There's no one even in the strawberry field. What kind of? What,
I was looking around.
Have you got some stuff for us today though? Like today, I want to see some stuff about different plantations and how pesticides are getting reduced. What about
stuff, whether it's useful or not? That's a good question. But I've got some stuff. We'll go through it.
What about like is all the side profile gets me every time? Oh look, are we to talk about new organic farming regulations to stop pesticides?
I think we could talk about some telomeres and we could talk about stuff.
You extracted that word from our conversation yesterday. I'm going to be actually getting my telomeres like they're going to do a whole diagnostic. They're going to measure them and see how long they are. And I'm doing like a $50,000 massive program. But I think we should do that as well to see if you're GMO, because you might be genetically modified as a straw.
Yeah, I'm going to turn this strawberry thing off in a minute. It's too distracting. But
No. What are you talking about, bro? We had the conversation. We've made the agreement. You're on a plantation today, and you're the side profile straw. Where are you looking? Where are you looking at, Strobes? Oh.
It doesn't track me too well. When I move or scratch like my face, it all freaks out.
Right, I'm actually going to get on the charts. We'll start with Dixie. I'm actually going to see what the outsource... Oh, I can't stop laughing at the straw. Let's actually jack this up a little bit, see how far we can go. Let's go to 8,000 KBs. And I'll see if it... Because I'm using Ethernet now. All right, guys, you can go watch my freaking yearly forecast, okay? But I'm not going to bang on again about exactly what I think about Bitcoin on the higher time frames. But the title is... When are we going to get a bounce? And is Bitcoin going to bounce now? That's the question. And I'm afraid to say, legends, we are getting very close to the January Open. So the very beginning of the year. So that's December. If we lose January, it's not looking good, to be honest. And we're bang on it right now. Obviously, start of the year open. So if you've got a yearly candle, you know how I operate, guys, with this whole fucking... We are essentially about to lose... We're on it. Yeah, we're on it. So we're very close to the yearly close. And if we close, I would say a few dailies or a monthly. Well, dailies, weeklies, we can recover. But obviously, if we lose a monthly, let's just go through. If we lose a monthly below where the yearly open was, or the yearly close, which then opens, obviously, yearly close then open, then you know that, yeah, it's going to be an interesting level. We're bang on it right now, guys. We really need to retain this area, and we do need to retain the wick low. So I'll go into the trades in a minute. We're going to go into the trades, the analyzing. If you watch my yearly forecast, you know exactly how I look at these prices and these price charts. It's you analyze the market. That's not a leading edge, but analyzing is where you think it's going to go. And then you've got your trades, where you're actually placing bets in the market. And when you're trading, you have no idea if it's going to play out or not. You're just trying to put the probability in your court to make Z cash. I'll start with the Dixie because... it's kind of cutting a few clicks. I'll do the short term in a minute. But what I'm saying is, legends, this is a very, very, this has got a lot of value in it right now. If we do lose this long-term trend line for the Dixie, it's going to be articulating that actually the long-term trend is now broken and we could be changing direction, which would, if we lose this trend line decisively, break back into it, see some resistance. Not saying it's going to play out like a price chart, but I'm just saying this will indicate to us that now the dollar has had its strength in terms of uptrending dollar, and it's been happening for over a decade actually. So this is going back to 2008. So yeah, literally nearly 20 years. We're at 26. So the dollar has been strengthening relatively. It's been having its ups and its downs, obviously, in that period. But the dollar's been getting stronger since 2008. If this breaks, we've got quite high conviction that actually now the dollar is going to be downtrending for maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And that would be very, very good. Let's just say if you're in things like gold, which is going absolutely ballistic right now. It's completely blown over the 2011 highs. I think it doesn't go any higher than $5,000, but we're there right now. So it's very, very interesting. Amazon, SPX, we'll go into these a little bit in a second. But in terms of inflation adjusted, all these charts, if the dollar does begin to break down, these will probably go higher than their previous macro long-term bull market highs in purchasing power, which would be the dot-com bubble. We're at the dot-com bubble levels right now. Gold's absolutely rocketed above $5,000. I think it's very likely we're going to get the cap on gold very soon. And then Dixie, because we're having this move down, you can see the Dixie is actually falling right now. What we'll probably see, and by the way, just so you know, Dixie is the strength of the dollar, like I said. So we're getting this move back down for the Dixie in terms of people are now buying things of dollars. So the strength of the dollar is declining. If we see this now turn around and it holds this trend, which actually, you would say in this specific example, draw down sideways. If it does get a double bottom, triple bottom, then we could see something happening here. It is slightly higher low as well. Analyzing it's not what the chart, doing technical analysis on this isn't as precise as doing it on price charts. But I'm saying if we do see the Dixie now go like that and it retains its long-term trend, which you would say, Legends, is more probable. It's a long-term trend. It's been making higher lows and Z higher highs. You know what I'm saying? So okay. Basically, Leggies, if we begin to see it rally up to here, the Dixie, and dollar strength is back and cash is king, you're going to see the top for gold is in, the top for silver is in, all commodities begin to fall, Bitcoin's likely maybe doing its blow off top into a bear market, and the SPX as well. So it's very likely that everything else is going to be declining. If Dixie goes from here to here over the next 2 years, very likely everything else, which isn't the dollar, is in a bear market. So that's bear market scenario. Now, the very interesting thing is if we break the long-term trend of Dixie, this trend line, and then that's over, you got to start extending this line here. So this is the top side trend, which only 2 points of data, but it's worth putting. And then you've got to say, well, where are we going to fall to? Is it here? Are we then creating a descending? Okay, that's going to be pretty fucking interesting. Because even if we do this over the next 8 months, 6 months, that's going to be an explosive period. Very likely. I'm not saying 100% because obviously we know that it doesn't correlate. Okay, the Dixie doesn't correlate 100% to Bitcoin. We know that. Actually, it's very, very not very correlated. But when it comes to gold, it is. When it comes to the stock market, it is actually quite highly correlated. Sire! It is. Let me get the fucking strawberry back up. What do you think? What's the word I'm looking for, bruv?
Correlated. Yeah, that's when you need help from a strawberry. That's when you know you're in trouble.
You know things are real gone sour, not sweet.
Yeah,
it's dark,
brother.
Oh, I'm fucked, man. I had to ask a strawberry for help. So the correlation I'm saying is inverted. So if the Dixie's going down, the Dixie's going down, things are going down, and if the Dixie's going up, things are going down. What am I saying here? I need to get this right. The Dixie is losing strength. It means that things are going up. And if the Dixie's going up, it means things are going down. And when I say things, I mean things you can buy dollars with, assets. Or they don't have to be assets. They could be anything, actually. It could be stock, shares, indices, because a stock can be an asset and not an asset, depending on if it performs well. So cryptocurrencies, indices, stocks, shares, the Russell, obviously all your fucking altcoins and shit. So I'm just saying that, guys, we're on a little bit of a precipice here. And it's interesting because if we do lose this decisively, which I actually do think is more unlikely, you're betting against a 20-year uptrend, almost 20 years, actually 18 years uptrend. So I would actually bet probably we do get that. And then we do see, this could take 2 to 3 years. We do see gold go into a bear market. The inflation adjusted chart we're over 2011 highs. The gold price is phenomenal. My bots are doing unbelievably well on Z Gold Pax G. So we have right now actually one of my bots. If you go in my bots, I've got it starred because you actually have the my bots tab now. So if you go onto mdxalgo.com, you can go here and you can see that Pax Gold 180 is at a 4.16 profit factor. We're looking at 84% win rate, which is almost one of the highest. This has been printing me some significant gain Aruni entes. I've been using Hyperliquid with it. But anyway, this is my company, guys, called MDX Algo Bot Master. And basically, I forgot to mention, we are about to launch my VIP community for free. And there's going to be a way that you get in completely for free into my VIP community, MDX Algo 21. Who is that? We got someone who's trying to be like me in the chat, yeah? It's MDX Algo group. So my VIP community is going to be opened up for free soon. Join the Telegram group, my Telegram group, when I announce when we do it. And there's going to be ways you can get Botmaster, etc. Okay, so gold's going absolutely fucking ballistic. We've got... Oh, I didn't even put the chat up, so you can't see the chat right now on the screen. Okay, the chat is up there, but you can't see the chat. Stop talking, bruv. And then, yeah, so, stock market is absolutely killing it. If we do see the Dixie break down, it's going to be a very interesting scenario. And when I say the Dixie breaking down, it's not actually what it does. The Dixie is reacting to what's happening to assets. It's just a barometer of its strength. So it's just a way of signaling to you, if it's broken some long-term trend, we could be looking at, assets becoming what you want to be in if the Dixie's falling. So... we have altcoins as well, happen the same, Bitcoin. In terms of with the title, guys, I'll give you the trades right now, real simple. There is a buy trade on Bitcoin right now, bang on this yellow line, so $87,000. I would actually take a long at 84 and the wick low at 80,000. I will very unlikely, now looking at the structure, go and smash a massive gig along at 74. I might nibble around it if we do see some sort of support. Between 74 and 76, a little nibble. I might have a little nibble actually in a minute of something on the screen over here. You've disappeared, but I might have a little nibble of this little sweet motherfucker.
Hey, Nathan in the chat. Hey, Max.
We can't see you.
What?
Oh, now we can.
Has the gold move shocked you?
Yes. 100%. Yeah, I think it's shocking. It is essentially, it's unbelievable. I don't think it goes. I think $5,000 caps it. We're at the end of a huge parabolic run. Okay, we'll answer the question, but you can see okay. I'm going to take off Algo Master. You can see on this chart that the price has been going exponentially up because the time it's taking for it to increase its price is a parabola. It's in a parabolic uptrend, which is exponential at this point because every time period is going up faster after every time period. So it's getting very close, okay, for it to do something like that. And, these do end up looking like the Burj fucking Khalifa. A good example actually would be Bitcoin. If you look at Bitcoin's earlier cycles, and this is on logarithmic, so it's not going to give you the exact way it would look in real life, but this actually isn't articulating the point across, because if you go to take it off logarithmic, this is essentially what gold is eventually going to look like. We know it's going to happen. It's not going to happen, oh, whoopsie daisy. It's not going to happen at the same speed. It's not going to go in 1 year up and then down, because obviously gold is a massive market with $36 trillion. $35.35 trillion! It's like this. You know that fucking film we used to watch as kids, where it's Dr. Evil, and he's like $500 trillion, and then Washington are laughing at him.
Powers.
Yeah, that was off Austin Powers. Yeah, I said Austin Powers. Yeah, it's Austin Powers, and he's like $100 billion, and then fucking Washington are like, it's never gonna happen. That it's mental. It's like that's the number, but it's real. $35 trillion in gold. Unbelievable. $6.26 trillion in silver. It's eclipsed NVIDIA in less than 2 months. we're seeing just an onslaught of just money being pushed into gold. And this is paper derivative gold. This is not spot bullion. Spot bullion is going to be completely impossible to get your hands on. So this is why I always say to people that if you're going to buy gold, you need the paper and you need the spot bullion, because if you don't have the spot bullion and the paper goes to crazy numbers, if you actually went to the market right now, you went to a shop or you went to a broker or you went to a dealer or you tried to buy an item which has gold in it, you're actually going to pay probably 15 to 20% more than even this price, than $5,000, because they're going to say, well, we have a shortage of supply, we can't deliver it, we have to increase, they create a bullion premium, which is like similar to funding rates going crazy on exchanges. And it's crazy, man, because I could go a little bit more deep into like the markets themselves and where they make their money and how they make the money with gold. But this is a lot of people right now in the gold market they're in the euphoric phase of everyone's making giga cash. And obviously we know that if everyone's making giga cash, you're getting closer and closer to the day that everyone starts not making giga cash. But this is absolutely phenomenal. You can see by a very simple, with your eyes, the price is in a parabolic uptrend and it's exponential. So it means it is getting close. It's at $5,000, over $5,000 per ounce for paper. And then the bullion spot will be whatever you could try and get your hands on, because you're going to get a very big variety. It's going to go from 8 to 20% bullion premium, which is crazy. So gold is king, but it always is. But I think it's very unlikely that... Look, I've always had a caveat, and I've always said, if gold's going to do what it's going to do, it could go to astronomical prices. I've said for many, many times, if we go into some sort of absolute crazed event like we did in 1971, it could go to $10,000. I have said that. It's not like I'm saying. I just thought that it would be capped at 5,000. That's the 2011 highs. It could go absolutely ballistic in the next three or 4 months and do something which is ridiculous. I get that. And I've always been long until proven otherwise, and I'm trading on the basis of my trading bots. So Pax Gold right now, 180. You know, I'm trading this with my own money right now. So I'm long until proven otherwise. Okay, look, let me make the point. When you analyze the market, you think about what you think is going to happen. You just say, what do I think is going to happen? That is different to your trades. Your trades are actual money which you make bets with. Analyzing is not a leading indicator. It's just what do you think is going to happen? And then you go and place your bets accordingly to that to a degree. But if you go watch my video, legends, my 2026 forecast, I literally do the whole flow. I go at the beginning of the video, say, guys, sit down, get the popcorn out, got an hour here, boof, and I tell you exactly what I think. And I tell you exactly the difference between analyzing and trading. I'm still long until proven otherwise, guys. Even if I get it wrong with analyzing the market, say I say this, I think the price is not going to go above $5,000. It doesn't mean that I'm going to lose money, because I'm going to trade accordingly to what I see through objective, quantifiable numbers. But analyzing, I am trying to see the future. But we know that that's not possible. So it's blasted over 2011. It is absolutely phenomenal. It genuinely does look like this, like 1970. So this is 1980. This is 1971. 1980 was the big blow off top of purchasing power, and it's more aggressive than the prior cycle. So it could do something pretty crazy. But I do think that this period it's in now is likely going to go up as fast as it comes back down, and it probably will end up looking like the Burj Zed Un Khalifa. And we'll see what happens, guys. But I don't think we're going to go much higher than 5,000. If we do, fine. But I'm saying massively surprising. And we can see by the nature of it anyway, we're going so fast up that it's never going to be sustainable. It's never going to go to 10 and then go flat. The price of gold is never going to go like up like this and then just go like this. Just find one chart in any asset class that's done that. It's pretty much impossible. Obviously, it's not. It's happened before with things which, for instance, are completely tied to, the earnings or the company or the structure or the employees of a business. You can have that, but it's not going to happen with a commodity. Find any commodity that's done that. So gold, absolutely phenomenal. It's amazing. Guys, I have a bot trading it right now. It's a commodities bot. You can see it. Look at the equity curve, young squirettes. The drawdown is non-existent. There is literally not. There's one tiny drawdown here, completely flat, then boof. Look at the fucking numbers of this thing. I'm trading on Hyperliquid right now. This is one of our bots, guys. Bot Master. But there's going to be a big update happening, legends, to the community and the company. We're about to... That was sweet little fucking... What are you looking at, bro?
I'm looking at the chat.
All right, keeping
I'm
an
in
eye,
the chat.
keeping an eye on things.
I'm sniffing around, seeing what's going down.
So, legends, listen. Yeah, big company structure changing. We've got a new billing system happening, so you can buy each part of the product individually. We're going to be opening up the community for free, which is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Can't wait. So it's going to be free to get into our community. Lots of stuff coming in, guys. Lots of stuff coming. Keep an eye on the Telegram group. I'm going to announce it there. So yeah, gold's absolutely blasting off. Dixie is very interesting as well. Gold, Bitcoin, the bounce levels, I would take trades on the basis. Okay, so I do think it's getting very close, guys, Bitcoin, for being essentially a flag formation. So down, bear flag. And usually you get this extension down, okay? So if we do see Dixie hold support, we're likely going to get that extension back down, which is going to be pretty hard for most people, a very difficult pill for most people to swallow. That would be a bear market. We're losing the January lows. If we lose around where we are now, guys, it's not a good look. So $87,000 is crucial. I'll take a buy on the basis of 87. If we lose the wick low at 80,000, I think it's very likely, actually, guys, that the price will fall and lose this wick. The last line in the sand for the bulls is 74,000. So you do still have the premise of maybe 74 on continuation. And I'll take a nibble on it, but I probably won't be as big a size if it had to come down in one go. If it had to come all the way down here and hit 74, I would have taken a very big trade. And actually, it probably would have resulted in the price of Bitcoin going back to where it is around now. There was a nice bounce. We did have a decent bounce on Bitcoin, but it's 84, 80 fucking K, 87, sorry, 80K and 74. If you lose that decisively, well, even if you just go and break through it generally, it's quite clear that we're going to be going into a bear market, and we're below the 200-day moving average. The 200-day moving average is aiming down. We've got volume, which is still on the side of the bulls. We have the largest node that is green, and we have no red node that is competing with it on the time frame they're on. If we go on a monthly, it can change, but the data doesn't really load up that well. So it's around the same. We have a massive red node from the beginning of time, but the weekly is the time frame that I've always used to initiate or look at volume on Bitcoin. It's done very well. And then here we go as well. This is actually now empty, and we're looking for green on Z volume on our combination bands, which is in MDX Algo. Scroll down and go to combination bands. This is our proprietary built unique Bollinger Band, but we built it and we have a combination band. So you can get that in Algo Master at mdxalgo.com. You know what Z un Aruniente is going on. So have you got any questions in the chat, legends?
Someone's asking about Ethereum, but also, what do you mean we're making the group free? Someone's saying you're going to fuck up the group.
It won't fuck it up. What the plan that we have is going to work out really nicely. Okay, so there's going to be some aspects of our community which is free for anyone to use. Okay, and we're going to open it up very soon, probably by the end of this month. But you'll see how it works, what the structure is, and what they get access to. But it's just going to open up the community to have a little bit more exposure to see what's happening. It's a proven model. I think it will do very well. It's not going to take away from any exclusivity that what people get as a member, because there's going to be obviously exclusive things as well. But overall, it's going to be something which is going to probably bring more people in, also grow the size of the business, as well as lots of different bits and bobs. So it's pretty exciting, actually. We have a whole new billing system coming as well. So let me just rattle this off again. So Dixie again, if we lose, so if Dixie from here goes like this, we're going up a lot in Bitcoin, in commodities, in equities, in cryptocurrencies, in the Russell, in the stock market. Very likely, boof. If we hold and we do that, oh, sorry, sire, it's likely everything's hit their top in the bear market. I actually think this scenario is probably more likely, guys. If some freak break of this happens, then fine. I'll be, longing until proven otherwise. I'm pretty much giga long on Bitcoin, I'm giga long on gold. I'm automating those strategies mainly, but if we see that, yeah, it's quite likely we're in a massive bear zone market Aruniente. With the stock market, guys, you know what I'm going to say. You're long until proven otherwise. And also, if you get a systemic break of structure down to here, you short Z retest on Z Aruniente Fibonacci levels. If you don't understand what I'm saying, it means you haven't been in this channel for long enough. Whippity wappity wop wop wang wing whip. And also, wait, what was that, bro? Why were you doing a hula hoop on the fucking?
No, sorry, carry on. What were you saying?
Yeah, you were doing some mad fucking. You were whoa. Honestly, you make me want to get some sweetness going. I want to eat.
Let's just carry on. What were you doing? I'm just testing it out.
Can you just think about what you're doing actually at your desk right now?
Yeah, I'm testing how well it can track me on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got what was I was going to ask you something as well, but some people in the chat are asking how have you done overall in during the bull run, and yeah, there's basically some people asking, have you had a good run overall? Yeah. Throughout the bull market. Yeah,
well, I'm very, very low on the risk side, so I've done well. Like, it's been a good bull market for me because I hold 98% fucking Bitcoin, basically. I have 25% of that traded with my trading bots. I have multiple different proprietary built systems for myself. I have my Hodl Bot. I have also Bot Master, so I'm automating a lot of the time. But I also have placed some manual trades. It's been okay. I have a dividend strategy that I work with. So I got my stock. I have a stock portfolio, which are all dividend stocks, which have good PE ratios, as well as things that they return 3% or more. Nike's one of my biggest stock plays at the minute. Obviously, I own loads of Bitcoin. I'm trading gold on my automated systems. I've never really exposed that badly. I'm quite well diversified. I bought a house as well, which has now obviously got some equity in it, which is a hedge against what might happen to Bitcoin if we go into a bear market. I sold all my BNB at the ultimate top of tops. Do you remember that fucking video, Peter? Let me have a look at.
You need to buy a ranch. A ranch.
Yeah, ranch. I would. I would. But in Dubai,
just get a big bit of land and then lease a little bit to me, and I'll be on there.
Yeah, we can make some food and shit. I'm
in the field.
BNB, I literally sold up here. You can go look at my videos. So I'm very happy. I sold like $600,000 worth of BNB or something. So I'm holding that in cash. I'm yielding about 10% on that at the moment. So I'm yielding some cash in the background, which is great if the prices do fall. What are you giggling about, my guy? What's going on?
Nothing.
How's your positions? How are your positions looking, Straub?
Hey, listen. Right, so it's New Year's Day. What was it? It was like the 3rd of January. I had an old friend get in contact with me, and he was like, "Oh yeah, so how you been? Haven't spoken to me in a long time." And then he was just like, "What do you think about XRP?" And it's just like, it's so classic how you hear some old people that just aren't, well, you know, people reach out to you if they think you know a bit about something. But it's just like, why did he reach out to talk about XRP specifically?
Mate, you know what it is? It's because of unit bias, because the price looks low. So anyone who is uneducated, doesn't understand the market cap, they see a low price, and then the army of XRP is shilling it to the unbelievable degree of bollocks, saying it's going to go and have more market cap than every single dollar ever created in circulating supply. It's just a stupid fucking meme. Hasn't even grown. Like, we've spoken about a billion times. Just, I can't be asked anymore. But if you look at XRP, it hasn't
it does a great job of getting people in, doesn't it? Who don't really. Like, it's one of the cryptos that seems to be people who don't have any crypto. They just seem to be drawn to XRP as their first entry into crypto for some reason.
It just hasn't even grown. Like, at the point is right now, and this is not the great exchange to look at it on, but if you go back in time, all it does is go like that and then back down to zero. That and then back down to zero. If you look at a chart of Bitcoin, it's doing this over time. It's always making higher lows. XRP doesn't do that. It's probably going to break this anyway if we go into a bear market. It's fucking shit. It's a load of bollocks. I don't want to be a part of it. It's also a banker coin, a banker wanker coin. So it has block producers that are bankers. It kind of looks like that, actually, XRP, but this is on a shorter time frame. It's quite similar, actually. Crow hasn't really grown over the years either. It's had its good moments. I'm betting on company growth on this, but it does kind of look like this. Crow's, and I hate calling it Crow, and they've called it Kronos now as well. It's like some sort of fucking coronavirus disease.
Kronos.
It's gay. But yeah, no, it's just, and also, I genuinely believe it's because it's in the top 10 and it's also got unit bias. So you look at, like, say, Coin Market Cap. You go here and you go, oh, what can I buy? Oh, Bitcoin. No, I don't want to buy that. $87,000. I can't afford it. And this is retail idiots, obviously. Ethereum, $2,500. Nah, that's my rent for the month. Tether,
I think it's just the TikTokers and the Facebook.
Yeah, like, but I'm trying to get to why. Why wouldn't they just be a TikTok or a Facebooker about Bitcoin? It's because the price looks too expensive. But look, $1.92. Oh my God, I could actually buy like 100 of them. And if it goes to $1 billion, I made 100 billion, 10 billion. Yeah, shut up! Mate, you were just yawning, bro.
Yeah, I know. This little strawberry's getting sleepy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get you off the branch and get rid of that photosynthesis and have a bit of a nibble. I can't see you, bro.
You've got some people asking about some pharmaceutical stuff as well in the chat.
What?
RX, and some new drugs. Are you in any pharmaceutical stuff?
Nah, I don't own any pharmaceutical stocks. The only shit I own is big retail brands.
In the community, in Discord, we've got a few people that are a bit more on it.
Yeah, well, the revenue's there, isn't it? Like, for fuck's sake. Have you seen the new American food pyramid? Have you seen it?
No.
Mate, it's so fucking hilarious. So, you know...
Strawberries, isn't it?
Yeah, bring it up, actually. Go on, get rid of the straw. No, yeah, straw. If you eat...
Now, I don't have any hands. What do you expect me to do?
Yeah, man, you got to use your brain, your fucking telepathic
What's going
shit.
on, man? I don't have a Neuralink. American new food pyramid, yeah?
Yeah, no, yeah. Do old pyramid versus new food pyramid. So JFK Jr. or whatever his name.
Old food pyramid versus new pyramid.
Yeah, you're going to be interested. You're a strawberry, so this
strawberries,
is... Unfortunately, the premise is very bad because the amount of vegetables they need to eat and fruits has gone up, so you're going to get munched up. But I'm saying... Yeah, it's not great. JFK Jr. or whatever his name is, he has essentially flipped it on its head. So he's like made it upside down, which is genius. Wait. This ain't the one though, bro. This is.
I'm looking at some. Well, I'm looking at some propaganda.
No. Do the actual one they released from the government. So official new food pyramid.
Give me 5 minutes.
Look, the strawberry. Where you going, bro? Walking off. Get the real food pyramid up. But I just want to show you it because it's actually fucking hilarious. I actually can't believe that the United States government. I can't believe that the United States government used to promote something like 8 to 12 servings of carbohydrates every day. If I ate 8 to 12 servings of carbohydrates every day, like pasta or bread or cereal, I'll be fucking round as a fucking roundabout. Here we go. Yeah. So this is the new government approved, or let's just say FDA government recommended.
I see a couple of strawberries.
I know you're off. Yeah, let me zoom in on those. Wait,
there's a couple of them.
Honestly, you're gonna get fucking munched up. But I'm saying, okay, so if you get the old one up as well, which you haven't managed to, facilitate this type of deal with me. But I'm saying, if you look at the old one, it has whole grains and carbohydrates as the predominant base of what you should eat. So what he's done is, which is actually think is quite genius, he's like taken the piss out of the old triangle, which used to be a triangle. Now he's flipped it on his head, and literally the funniest thing is that everything that the United States government was promoting as a healthy diet is literally reversed in the new one that JFK Jr. has done. So you're talking, instead of 8 to 12 units or 8 to 12 servings of carbohydrates per day, now it's 3 or 4. And then in the old one, it used to say you could only have 3 servings of fats and protein. This one is now saying you should have 8 to 12. So it's incredible, bro. And I actually think that the way it looks it makes more sense in terms of it's a more natural diet. It just looks like, because they used to say in the United States that having cereal was recommended. Like, bruv, if you go back 200 years, there was no such thing as cereal. And they're saying in a recommended balanced diet as a human, you should eat cereal. There's no such thing as fucking cereal. Like, especially the cereal we eat today. There may have been like grains, like fucking oats, but bruv. Anyway, the strawberries are not having a good fucking time because you're high up the fucking food chain now. They've said 8 servings of strawberries specifically. It's going to be a sharp, difficult time for... you're gonna. I think what you're gonna have to do is get a bigger lobby in the US to stay. You should have done when you saw the new food pyramid. Like, this reminds me of, the Angry Orange.
No, the big one is the burnt peanut. He's like becoming a massive mainstream streamer now, I think. He's like a peanut, and he's very angry when he plays games.
Why do you go and then looking over there? Like, where the fuck are you looking? You're looking at the wall, bro. You're in a conservatory under fucking neon lights getting farmed out. Where you're looking out the window, bro?
Yeah, I think everyone, like, over the last couple of months, a lot of Americans especially realize how bad the food has been over there. I remember the whole viral thing about bread.
Mate, fuck it. It's all hydrolyzed, not hydrolyzed. Right? It's called hydrolyzed. It's essentially washed and made sterile. No. Anyone who's clever has always known that the American food system is crap. The shame is that the average American has probably been taken for a ride, and now at least that the actual recommendations are different. Like, they even tell you eggs are like bad for you, and they say cholesterol is gonna kill you, bruv. It's fucking retarded.
Talking about healthy diet, but healthy portfolios going into 2026.
That's a nice. But listen to me. One thing as well is the cholesterol debate. My mum bangs on about it all the time. Oh, you need to lower your fucking LDL. It's like, listen, it's fucking ridiculous. If you go into ChatGPT and you type in how many processes does cholesterol, LDL and HDL actually regulate? It's hormones, it's blood movement, it's your brain. I think 25% of your whole brain is made by cholesterol. And they put people on statins that lower cholesterol. Fatties. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying?
What's that, my guy?
But anyway, healthy portfolios 2026. You know, that's what we want to talk about now, about healthy mixtures of assets.
Honestly, it's Strawberry asking me for a healthy portfolio. What are you going to spend the money on when you make some cash, Mr. Straub?
Some fucking hands and legs. Some arms and legs.
Where are you looking, bruv?
I'm moving some stuff about with my mind.
Honestly, man, like, listen, like, you need to get some money and plant some new seeds so you got some new friends.
Yeah, I know.
Bruv, listen, a healthy portfolio is 50% or more in Bitcoin, obviously. My portfolio is pretty fucking... Anything on the screen here I do own, except I did sell all my BNB. All my BNB is gone. Most of my Pol got, sold. Near Protocol is one of our new bots, which I'm very excited about. It's been doing very well. It's actually got the highest win rate out of any bot. It's our Near bot at the moment. And what I can do is I can show you it on Zed's screen, where the actual buy and sell signals are. So when you have a subscription, you can literally click on one button and then you get Zed buy, Unaroon, and sell signals. So this has an 87% win rate at the moment. Obviously, guys, the reason I'm telling you about high win rate is because usually retail traders want quick, instant money, fast. In this game, you can have a low win rate strategy, which still makes you lots and lots of money. I've had strategies which are below 30% win rate, which make, over 2,000% over a few years. So you don't have to have high win rate to make money in this game. But I'm just saying that a lot of the bots that we do promote on our website, Botmaster, are high win rate because we know that people want to win trades, and then you can either trade them manually or you can then trade them in an automated way. But you can see here, very, very good. Near Protocol. I actually do think this is probably going to turn around. We've had a long sell signal. We're probably going to get some sort of bottom on Near at some point. But a healthy portfolio is 50% Bitcoin and then probably a plethora of 50, not 50 other altcoins, but in the top 50, you buy altcoins that you think are good and then you spread. 25% is investments, 25% high conviction swing, scalp trades, lower time frame scalping, and then with the investment side of it, just buy stuff that Strawberry. With investments, buy stuff that you think is going to do well and ride or die. Hold it for 5 years. If you do enough due diligence, you might get lucky. But I would say, guys, as well, DCA. Like, even the best hedge funds in the world aren't really going to be able to beat DCA by more than 50%. So if you like something like Bitcoin or you think something has good long-term potential, just DCA. Like, the numbers are crazy. Go on ChatGPT. It's so fucking simple. Say, okay, what happens if I buy £10 a day? I had a friend of mine who was like, I want to get into crypto. What should I do? I said, look, what's your fucking budget? It's like, I could put 100 quid a weekend. Cool. Buy £10 a day for the next 4 years. Okay? If you do the calculations, it's very unlikely, by the lowest estimate, that you'll have less than $30,000 to $40,000. And pounds. And if you have a good run in a market cycle where you get one of the good years, you could be looking at over £100,000, which would be fucking £10 a day for 4 years. Like, you gotta get your wallet. You gotta get your wallet out, Strawberry. What you could do, guy, is you could sell strawberries to the marketplace, and then you could just start putting it into BTC, and then you'll be the richest strawberry on the fucking crop.
Yeah, that's what they've all been talking about.
Well, all this. What's going on in the strawberry community?
Well, we're just a bit worried at the minute about AI and losing our jobs.
Wait, what? And also the new food pyramid, but you're a lot higher up in the rank.
The food pyramid. I don't know. We're going to need to get RFK Jr. out of there. He's saying some bad stuff, but yeah, it's not looking good.
You need to get a new lobby. You need to all get your pitchforks and some legs and some arms and roll your way up to Congress and have a fucking word, I think. What are you looking at? Where have you gone?
I'm looking at ETH at the minute. Got some... Trying to get some more of that, you know what I'm saying?
Looking out the window again.
Yeah, I'm looking around, mate. Is that a crime? Is it? I'm looking at the dashboard.
No one ever said it was a crime. It's just funny.
I'm looking.
Are you looking at the MDX Algo dashboard?
I'm looking at the dashboard. This is free, isn't it?
Yeah, the dashboard's free.
I'm actually logged in though, so I can't tell what's. Everything's unlocked.
What's your price predictions on Bitcoin?
Well, me. I've got no idea what this year's got in store, mate. Absolutely no idea.
What you
surely everything can't keep just going up. You know what I'm saying?
What are you concentrating on this year?
I'm concentrating on a healthy body, healthy mind, and actually, fuck that. I'm going to enjoy myself this year. I think. I don't know. I'm still making up my mind. I'm still deciding what I'm doing this year. But we're going to go to Japan, do some skiing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're going skiing in Japan. I'm going to be skiing with a strawberry. People. Yeah, so one of our videos coming up this year, Legends, is me and Pete are going to go to Japan and go skiing. We probably should have gone in. We should probably go now because it's February, but we'll see. Maybe we'll go there when there's no snow. I don't know, but we'll still ski. I'll hold you to that. Oh,
yeah, I'm definitely down for it.
It's my mustache, brother. What did he say? It looks a bit.
Yeah, my strawberry lips are black. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's got a mustache.
Oh, when are we going to be back at 100k for BTC? I've got to let my mate Dave know.
Is Dave a pineapple?
No, Dave's asking me about when Bitcoin gets to 100k. I said, I don't know. I'm going to ask MDX.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you my thesis. It's going to take... Just basically what's going to happen is the when is harder than the where. Or let's just say the direction is harder than the when. But I would say that if we at least reclaim 93k now, it's a very high conviction play that we're going to go hit $100,000 within the next couple of months. But if we don't get above 93, it's off the cards. Yeah, it's indefinitely below. We're probably falling. We're probably going down to 80. So if you look on the charts, your mate Dave, and he sees the price go above 93k in the next 3 weeks, the probability is very high. It's not 100%, but it means we'll probably get it. But at the moment, it looks a bit dire. I wouldn't bet on anything, mate. I'd probably be packing up, getting into a bit of a hibernation period, making sure you got enough water for the, the drought. You got to think about it, because if you ain't got enough water, you're going to shrivel up into a little fucking tiny little straw.
Oh, yeah, I did get a message as well, because I didn't reply to my friend who texted me about XRP. I didn't reply to him, and then he sent me another message the next day saying, if you had to invest in something now, what would you invest in? And I didn't reply to that either. I'm done with telling people like anything.
And why are they asking you? You don't know about crypto.
Exactly. You got to think he's talking to a strawberry, and you think, well, I probably know nothing. But then think about how much he knows, and he's asking me. I'm telling him, look, mate,
you're in a field.
That's why I didn't reply.
You're in a field in Surrey, and they're asking you about crypto. You got a fucking landline.
The thing is, if you give advice to anyone, and most of the time, especially coming from me, and I'm not actually got too much idea about what I'm talking about, then it could go wrong. So I don't want that on my strawberry head. So I haven't replied to him.
What's that song? Strawberry Hills. That's where I want to be.
Oh yeah, I remember that tune. That's a good song. So, so have you covered your forecast then for the year ahead?
Oh, mate, watch the fucking video. All right.
Oh well,
Look, here
we're
it
doing
is.
a bit of a recap.
I know, but guys, go here and watch the video. It's my fucking. I did an hour. I told you what I think. I told you how I think. I told you what I think is gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's just me. I'm live right now. It looks you see it right now. That's me. I'm live.
Looks like a dirty butthole. Thank you, mate. Some nice people in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Really ripping into the straw tonight.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. Thanks a lot for that.
You said that its mouth looks like a shitty arsehole.
When was the last time you apologized for saying something controversial or upsetting someone?
I don't do it because they can fuck off.
What do you mean you don't do it? So you never apologize for anything you say?
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you mean. Like, of course, yeah, I've upset people.
You.
Yeah, I say look, I say I do this. If I say something controversial and they don't like it, I say, look, mate, on a personal level, I don't want to hurt your feelings, so relax. But in terms
of, what about the woman you upset recently on Night Out?
Come on, mate.
You said her boobs look fake.
Oh yeah, well that was New Year, but that they were okay. Look, I didn't say they looked fake. I said that they were fake, and I said that Americans are always full of silicone, and that you should fuck off back to the United States of America because you got a pair of, and like I thought to myself, I'm stating some facts. We don't want you in this country anyway, and also you did have fucking fake Babylons. I don't want to see fakes.
Right, you're just talking about fake boobies, yeah,
bro. Listen, I've got women. I've got a mother. I've got a sister. I've got a girlfriend. I don't want them getting the wrong ideas and whacking silicone in their chest. I want fucking natural titties on show, man.
Okay, but what about if they've got one bigger than the other and they want to get it?
Yeah, that's a fucking blessing. Even. That's a blessing. Because the man who's got them can bobble them around and play tennis with them. Like different stuff. Different level playing field, my God.
No, but I'm talking about women that have one bigger than the other.
Yeah, well, that's a blessing. Find a bloke who likes it like that.
A blessing. All right, yeah.
You little strawberry giving the sarky eyes.
Fair enough. So you don't apologise for anything you say. That's what you're saying.
Nah, because I never say anything that's over the mark. I'm just perfect. Who's joining now? Oh, God. My mental health made me... Right, I need to quickly go to the toilet. I'm going to let you take this one. I'll be back in 2 minutes, okay? You can have it.
Yeah, you taking us to the toilet? You better mute the microphone, dude. You want milk coming out of those bad boys? Damn, you must have been plastered. Yeah, so this is how the story goes from what I've heard. It was New Year's Eve. MDX in a nice, sophisticated setting. Couple of lovely ladies. And he just turns around and goes, yeah, your boobs are plastic. And she gets very offended about it. They cause a big scene. Some girls leave or something. One of the girls left. And then the other girls that stayed made MDX call her on the phone. And they said he was going to apologize to her over the phone. And then he just said, no, I'm not apologizing. And then doubled down on the plastic accusation. And it all just went wrong, Sometimes you say one thing at a party, especially when there's alcohol and loads of chicks, and it all starts going wrong for sure. Apparently, he never apologizes for anything he says, but that's a bit different for Kanye West, who has actually apologized for all of the Nazi stuff he's been doing for the last couple of years, saying it's his mental health. But I kind of agree with what Piers Morgan here is saying. You can say loads of stuff, and then you can pull out, the mental health card and say, oh, just because I was feeling a bit down. But you can't blame it on that. I don't think you can get away from it. But I'm trying to think what MDX's excuse is for upsetting the ladies at the parties. You know what I'm saying? He literally has no filter. This strawberry is out of control, Mike. Yeah, the strawberry is out of control. But I need to get back to my roots as well. I wanted to show Max this as well. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this woman kept a slave in her house for 25 years. This came out in the news this week, and it's not too far from where I am right now that this was found. A woman keeping a slave for 25 years in her house, and she looks like a bit like What's going on now? But yeah, she's kept this woman in a spare room in her house for 25 years. She had learning disabilities, and she kept making her wash the dishes and stuff and clean the house. Which is, to be honest, like, what is the difference? Like, even if she paid her minimum wage and stuff, I'm surely it wouldn't be that much. Just do a couple of hours here and there. But I think she kind of just kept her in a room and hid her from the neighbors and stuff as well.
What are you even doing in there, man? Mate, I heard that story about the women. Mate, I heard the story, and it was a load of bollocks.
I'm talking about slavery. What story are you talking about?
I'm talking about that story about the women and the phone call and all that shite. I'll tell you exactly how it went down. These Listen, these American chicks, they were pretty good-looking women. I'll give them that. They were models. They were very nice American models. But their personalities were fucking shit. And they were being very, like, American, you know, it's just that.
What do you mean their personalities was shit?
They were very obnoxious. They were very vain. They were obnoxious and vain and rude. They weren't nice to my friend. And I was just like, and I was like, you know what? I'm not having this. And they were just fake. They were just fake. They were fake Americans. They were those like really like, hey, how are you? And I was like, look, listen, love. Like, you're as fake as your pair of fucking tits on your fucking chest. You got silicone chest. You might as well fuck off. You're not even real. You might as well fuck off with your silicone chest. And we were all really drunk, and it was New Year's, and it was late. And then they all left crying. And then the thing is, the woman was like, oh my God, you're being so rude. But I kind of like it. I like it. I was like, okay, look, get out. And then Alex wanted to bang because obviously they were hot Americans. So they rang him and were like, will he say sorry? Like, he's going to apologize. And I was like, no, fuck you.
Oh, listen, hanging out in a group with people with you gives me anxiety.
I know, it's because you're a fucking...
You don't have a filter.
It's because you're scared. You're a scared person.
The whole mood just gets completely changed.
No, it's because you care about what other people think. I create unbelievably great moments. Always. I know, you're sensitive. You're a strawberry. You might get trodden on by the missus. It's because you're scared of what people think. And also, it's because a lot of your friends are so fucking left that they might as well bend their fucking arsehole at their own crackhead. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm your fucking right-wing uncle. I'm the right-wing uncle, motherfucker!
Yeah, listen. Sometimes I think you need to learn a couple of filters though. Just keep it.
Nah, man, I don't. The thing is, when I hang out with I never hang out with your friends who are gay as fuck.
Yeah, I'm saying keep them away. No.
They don't need to try. I'll keep them away. They're fucking gay. But I'm saying your side of the friendship circle is gay as fuck. I hang out with my boys and we're all chilling. We're chilling out, having a good time. We don't take things too seriously. We don't get upset about stupid little jokes. Remember when I said a fat joke to you? I've known you for 15 fucking years.
You called me fat. I'm not even fat.
No, but like, bro, think about it. This girl was like, I remember, it was your girlfriend's friend. Now shut the fuck up. It was your girlfriend's friend, and I said, yeah, but Pete's just a fat shit or something hilarious, and she went, Pete, what do you think about that? That's so rude. And then you just looked at me and went, no, you looked at her and went, yeah, you know, it's just a bit of banter. And they don't know what banter is. Your friends don't know. It's not even your friends. It's your girlfriend's friends. And your girld's fucking... She's a bit of a legend, actually. But, you know, I knew her before.
Right, you've had your say now. Now you be quiet.
Yeah, look at you trying to...
Now you be quiet.
But the best times is when we hang out together, because when we hang out together, there's no fucking rules. We can have a few jibby jabbies, and also we've had a few arguments, but we know how to get across them. There's a lot of people in this world who are left who they can't get over an argument. They're like, no, we had a disagreement once. It's like, listen.
All I'm gonna say is there's a lot of disagreements.
Yeah, we disagree. You're a fucking strawberry and I'm a human. Like, we'll disagree on fucking anatomy at this point.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Right, anyway, moving on.
No, not moving on. You need to tell me how gay your friends are.
No. You need to shut the fuck up. And look at this story. Like, do we think Kanye
My
West
mental health made me a Nazi? And what is wrong with this, bro? Like, the song.
And you actually missed this story, which is kind of like very strange. You know, in Gloucestershire, like only up the road. It was actually
GL 26.
Yeah. We've been there together a few times. But this woman was found in one of those council estate houses. She had kept hidden this someone with learning disabilities. I sound like I've got them right now.
I was about to make a joke. That might be you.
He's
got a strawberry in the basement.
Yeah, she kept her in the dark like a mushroom.
Wait, no. In the dark.
Yeah.
All day, every day.
Made her do dishes and stuff.
All day, every day in the dark.
5 years.
5 years.
Oh, it's in Tewkesbury. I know Tewkesbury.
Mate, that's savage.
Forced her to live off scraps. It's actually really horrible. She'd like squirt her with washing up liquid.
Why did she? Was that because she had some sick way of making her feel better about it or something? Like, what was that all about?
Look at that! Look. That's a picture of my bedroom.
It looks quite nice compared to yours, but I'm saying
no, but it's just awful, isn't it? This sort of stuff.
I know, mate. She should. This is the kind of case where it should be the decision of the person who was the victim and the family of the victim. She should be. I think she should be tortured for that.
I didn't think stuff like this even happened these days. I thought they'd
really the thing is,
I thought slavery was outlawed.
Well, it's not really slavery. It wasn't like that she was making her work like in a field. It was more to do with like she was essentially a fucking fugitive. She was a captive. It was way worse than slave. Like a slave was allowed to probably eat. Like that's fucked up.
I want to go back to some coins for a second. Should we look at the legend board, the leaderboard, the legend points?
Yeah. What do you want to look at? Who's been
winning recently?
Yeah, actually, that's actually hilarious because we gotta wait for the monthly. So basically. Well, we know Happy Cat Disco is the legend in the community. He gets everything.
How does he keep winning every week or every?
Okay, there are things called we call them what they called again? They're basically coins that like go up and then down, up and then down, up and then down. And we've managed to like get rid of all of them. And legitimately, I would say 90% of his calls are just him picking good altcoins. But the thing is, it's such a long period of time, and he's won so many times that. It is genuinely he's just really good at picking altcoins. Well, I don't know where he is at the moment.
So this is the MDX Algo leaderboard.
The weekly's about to go, 7 hours.
You pick the altcoins, yeah? How does it work?
Yeah, you literally what you said. So you select your altcoins. So for instance, if I just do BTC here, you can choose BTC, you add it to your selection, and then the next, this is for the weekly.
And this is a free competition that you can actually win money on?
Yeah. Yeah, you can win $100 if you win the monthly, and then you can get up to, I think it's $100 overall on the other one. But this is every month, you can win $100. And people do, they win back their subscriptions the whole time. Everyone who's got a subscription, you should go do it. Well, Happy Cat Disco is the beast, so I'd just say copy what Happy Cat Disco does. I don't think he did this one to this month.
No.
Mode Step's done all right. Kelvin, we're also going to have it so you can redeem your LP legend points, and we're going to have it so when you redeem them, you can get shit like, for instance, like free merchandise or maybe a free lower account subscription cost, etc. But mate, let's get into some fucking stories, man. We've done the pricer. Okay, look, guys, if you want to know really what I think, just go and watch this video here. My 2026 forecast. Like, come on, bruv. What stories we got? You said you had loads of cool stories. We're going to chat about it. It was going to be epic.
I don't know what half of these altcoins even are that some of the guys are winning with. Like,
well, nor do I.
Yeah, some of these are so like jelly.
I know. Look, this guy's got Tron. No, I know Rave. I don't know Surge. I don't know any of those. I don't know Mask. I don't know Jelly. It's not winning though. So. What we're going to do as well, we're going to have a historical...
Happy Cat Disco on next week and just say, how are you winning, bro?
Mate, Viking actually asked him once, and he said he'll do it in Discord, but he doesn't want to go on YouTube, so he's all like, either secretive, I think. He's like a very...
Come on as the strawberry.
Yeah, we should ask him, do you want to come on as like a watermelon? And like, you don't have to be... You could just be called Dr. Happy Cat Watermelon, and like, we'll see what we got. But he doesn't want... He's very... I think he's just quite a... just someone who doesn't want to be online. Mate, get some stories up.
Have you heard about this AI-generated influencer British schoolgirl?
No.
You not heard about her? She's loved apparently by the far right, but look at that picture. Look at that.
Yeah, that's sick. I like this AI generated schoolgirl. What's the go up a second and see what the title?
Try and find her actual profile now as well. Like she must have an Instagram and stuff.
Amelia, the AI generated British school go as far right. So this is genius, bro. This is genius. This is attention.com. We live in the attention economy. This is what I want to see more of. The avatar created by Deta Young. Created to deter young people from extremism. Okay, so it's like a parody joke thing. Yeah, okay. Has been subverted and is breaking out into a niche online. Mate, it's going to get so fucking crazy, this ecosystem, Legends. So you're going to have a race to the bottom. Okay, firstly, it's going to be like, okay, the OF pornographic shit. Okay, just to get it out there, that's going to happen. So you're going to have
It's already happening now.
Yeah. It always obviously it's already happening. But I'm saying when it gets to like unbelievable scale, there's going to be people who are A/B testing basically chicks about what they look like, and then they'll just find out which type of looking girl is the most engaged on, right? Engaged on sounds like, fucking here we go. So it's going to be mental. You're going to have a race to the bottom about what they look like. Then you're going to have a race to the bottom of what they are like in personality. Then you're going to have a race on it's going to be like a hot, completely far right, crazy chick. And it's going to make millions of dollars for the people who manage to create it through social media presences and fucking sponsorships. And I said in the last video, Pete, remember, I said anyone who relies on their looks as their predominant income source is probably going to have a very bad 10 years.
What about strawberries?
But the thing is, the problem is about strawberries is that in the new guidelines of the American FDA-approved food guidelines, strawberries are very high up on the list. So there's going to be a significant reduction in the amount of strawberries in circulating supply. So you might actually get more valuable if you survive.
Okay. This whole thing about, hey, Grok put me in a bikini, that has caused a lot of shit over the last month.
Isn't England trying to bring it up? Isn't the UK trying to ban it? And I think actually what Elon's done, he stopped it. It doesn't work anymore. I don't think you can do it anymore. I think it does. I don't think Grok does stuff like that anymore. It won't do it. It's like, no.
They've completely stopped it. I still see people asking it to do stuff, and then now and again it still does.
Because the thing is, people just want to see the results, so they still click on the post, which means it goes viral. Yeah, EU investigations, Elon Musk over. It's just like, shut up. Like, why? Like, because
they did change customer, it, I think.
This is not Grok's fault. This is not Grok's fault. Like, the customer or the user is asking for it. In some cases, maybe you could take a picture and say, just, it could not be your picture.
Well, I think you shouldn't be able to do it to other people's random pictures. You should be able to use Grok to do your own pictures.
You should have it so your profile is somehow linked to your biometrics in some way, and you have some sort of blockchain that you can verify. All right.
All
right. Your accounts.
I'm not sure.
No, I'm just saying some system, like some sort of identification system. It could even be a passport. It's voluntary, not forced. I'm saying if you can verify your account via who you actually are, right? And then it's either biometrics, it's either a passport, or it's a fucking blockchain signature, whatever. Then you might be able to say, okay, I'm going to AI up my pictures and put them online. But maybe if your account's not verified, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
How long does it take Grok to try it? I'm going to reply to your picture and ask it to put you in a bikini. MDX crypto. Let's find you. Yeah, I don't think. Oh, yeah, here you go. I'm going to do it on this one. So, yeah, I come here, right? I'll reply to you. Let's say Grok.
Yeah.
Put MDX into a bikini.
A bikini?
Yeah, that's how my brother used to pronounce it, a bikini. Because he
sounds
retarded,
like a burger.
Yeah, put MDX into.
It sounds like a biryani. But
yeah, please.
No, oh yeah, that might help actually, because it's like.
Let's just see
polite.
how quick it works.
It's not going to do it anyway. It's not going to do it.
Put MDX into a bikini. Yeah, yeah, but if you haven't watched this video as well, don't bother. We've already gone over it.
Listen, bruv, I'm going to quit. I'm going to press the red button on you in a minute. Legends, go watch the vid and tell the strawberry to suck a dick. What do you think about the rise of people all over the internet saying the N-word?
It's definitely a breakout year for the N-word.
Do you want to say it?
No.
Or are you too much of it? Why don't you want to say it? You're a fucking pussy hole.
No, I'm just not going to. Why would I say the N-word?
Why wouldn't you say it?
But why would I say it?
Why wouldn't you say it? Are you scared?
Yeah, I am.
You're afraid of saying a word.
Yeah, 100%.
Even if people all around the right wing space are saying it because black people are saying you're a white. No, they're saying that you're a fucking red strawberry.
I don't care. I'm not gonna say it because I'm so deeply ingrained with fear that I can't do it, no matter what. However hard we try and break myself out of whatever it is that I'm supposedly stuck in.
All right, let's get the
can't.
next news story up, my guy.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Well, that's very, you don't want to harm people's feelings, you know.
Did you watch this yesterday?
Truly one of the most astonishing things anyone has ever done on camera. What is he doing? Just climbing
on Netflix. The guy, it was a live event on Netflix.
Oh, it's this guy. He's TradingView sponsor him. So if you go on the TradingView website, he's the face you see on the front of TradingView.
Is he actually? Yeah, well, he was the face all over Netflix yesterday and everything. He was climbing that mountain. Apparently, he's got some sort of response to he doesn't produce fear as much as normal people or something. Some neurological thing.
Well, he's a free climber. He's sponsored by TradingView. If you go on TradingView,
honestly, fuck that.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. That. But I might not be. But if you go on TradingView.com, just go on the main LP right now.
It was an astronaut. I did. It was an astronaut.
Okay, well, maybe there's a multiple. He's definitely been on there. I've seen him before. Can't remember his name, though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not him, though. I need to check. It doesn't. Maybe it is him. Maybe not. Well, there's a free climber who's really good at it, and he does that kind of shit.
When was the last time you done something that scared you?
I did a fucking massive jump on a black run in fucking the Dolomites.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty exhilarating. I went 130 miles an hour. Maybe it wasn't miles an hour, but it was fucking quick. I felt like I was going 100 billion miles an hour. I went down a black, and
you went down a black.
I went down on a black. And it was fucking crazy. I still didn't say the N word. I was being really polite. And then basically what happened is it just went like that. It just dropped. I don't know what it was. That's why it was a black, because it was a very easy slope. And then suddenly it went like that. Woof. And I literally went over it. Shut up, bruv. I went into a nice bit quite quickly, and I went over it. I jumped, and then the slope just went like woof. I went wah! And I caught so much speed, landed on the skis, and went all the way down. It literally was like my legs were like vibrate. It was insane.
The black.
Yeah, and I had to go down the black on the black. I had to go down on the black. And I promise you, I didn't say the N word because I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a polite listener. He was calling me white trash. I was like, bro, relax. It was the snow. He was calling the.
All right, so there's blacks. But then there's what's the easy slopes called? Like
well, whites. you get like complete toddler shit, but greens are like the most easy.
Greens, yeah, it's green slopes.
You got green, blue, red, black, and the blacks in Dolomite. Well, actually, people say
and black means danger.
Black means significant danger. Like get out of there. Like I would say, evacuate, maybe even move away from the perimeter. Like just get away. Black is very dangerous, and like
I've never been down black.
Yeah, I know because you're a faggot, but I'm saying at the end of the day, the Dolomites, they even tell you not to go there if you're a beginner skier. So I don't know if we should go there, bro. They say it's not a beginner's friendly place. There's a lot of reds. There's some areas where you have to go down a red. You can't even go down
some reds as well.
Yeah. Reds, sure you'll be fine though, because like at the end of the day, I could like come along next to you and hold your hand, and I could make you feel comfortable.
I don't need that. I actually I got bumped up. I got bumped up when I was skiing. They took me from the easy ones, and they said you're pretty good. You've got natural talent, and then they bumped me up. But I didn't get. I weren't messing with the blacks.
No one ever wants to mess with the blacks, bro.
No.
It's just the thing is when you mess with the black, the blacks got nothing to lose. Do you know what I mean? Like you're going into a fight you can't win.
Yeah. No, definitely. Look at GBP US. Yeah, let's look at the pound versus the dollar, bro. We're getting called out here.
What we do?
He's
FX?
got natural talent. I do on the slopes, brother. I'm fruity.
Get you up. Get that fruit up. You're a fruity fucking sweet. You're a bit of a fucking fruit, and you're sweet as.
All right, yeah.
Bring up the fucking. Oh yeah, Claude Bot. Yeah, Claude Bot.
Yeah, you sound so excited. Do you even know what it does?
Claude Bot. Yeah, I know exactly what. I sent it to you, you fucking goddamn piece of shit.
I saw it before you, brother.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No,
You always think
you
I've never
didn't.
seen anything.
No, you never see anything. You were way late, bro. You were way late.
Can we quickly check out the pound versus the dollar?
GDP versus USD. It's basically it's not going to be. I'm going to do it on this chart. I want to find a chart I can do it on. All right, GDP, Great British Pound, USD. We want to do it on a traditional big with British Pound, US dollar, FP markets. Okay. Woo! Woo! I genuinely said this, didn't I, Pete? I said there's going to be a rally in the pound if the courts win in the UK to tell the government that they cannot close by-elections in councils in the United Kingdom. So I think what's happening here, obviously we are in a slight uptrend on the Great British Pound compared to the dollar. I'm not going to get your fucking hopes up, legends, because all you got to do is zip out to a monthly and you realize, oh, you know, the pound's been, and this is not even going back that far. So the pound has been, you know, declining in many, many years over against the US dollar. When I called the euro will be the same as the dollar, people called me fucking stupid for that. And now the euro and the dollar actually happened many years ago, but it's about that now. The pound will eventually be the same as the equivalent of $1 in the future. But there are some positive signs because obviously the Great British Pound as well as the US dollar are significantly tied to geo, or let's just call it political changes within each economy. Because we know that England demand Great British Pounds in tax dollars. The USA demand US dollars in tax dollars. So the governments force everyone to sell things to Great British Pounds, and the USA do the same thing for dollars, which makes those currencies very strong if you have lots of people who need to pay a lot of tax, and that would be businesses, it would be corporations, it would be individuals, it would be income streams. So if in UK have someone like Farage who wins, which would be a great thing for small businesses, it would mean that more companies would start, more people would pay tax. It might be lower tax rates, but that means you have more companies, and more companies is a more net equal of higher tax in earnings than having it so you just raise your taxes. If you lose lots of companies, you're going to make less money than if you have lower taxes with more companies on the whole. But that's obviously debatable in certain economies, but the USA is a great example. So I think we're getting a rally right now in the short term is because of this. Have you seen this, bro? The fucking magistrate.
When does £1 equal $1?
That's going to happen probably. It's going to probably happen. The thing is, I actually don't want to call it right now because if Trump, when he ends his term, that's likely going to be if Farage wins, he starts his term. So you could have a synergy actually where the dollar becomes weaker because I think Trump's doing a good job of keeping the dollar strong. Whoever wins next in America will determine what the strength of the dollar will be because you got to remember that Donald Trump's bringing a lot of companies to set up base in America, which is creating dollar strength because the denominated asset of tax dollars is the US dollar, of course. But it's quite difficult to know. I just want to, if I would say if England stays as Labour and Trump, he has to move on. But if are more open to free market enterprise wins the election. So if it goes back to the Democrats, it's probably a bit fucked. So I'm saying it depends. If we get a left-leaning policies in America, it means the dollar will probably begin to lose strength. If Nigel Farage wins in England, that means the dollar will probably gain traction, which means actually that will probably divert a bit. But if Labour continue to be in England, I think you've probably got about 4 or 5 years when it will happen. And then if, let's just say it goes left that side and left to that side, it will probably be about 4 or 5 years. Actually, wait, if it stays in a right wing, more open to free market enterprise for businesses in America, and then Labour stay in, then it's going to, it's fucked. It'll probably happen by the end of the term. But you'll probably see something like this. So in terms, that's like geopolitical, and you can do that with currencies. I did that with the Australian dollar to the Great British Pound when I was in Australia, and you can do some intriguing stuff. But what will probably happen is this level here, you'll get it, and then you'll see a pullback, and then you'll have to hold some certain levels. And if it loses that, then we'll continue the downtrend. One good sign actually for the pound at the moment, the pound's getting stronger. But it doesn't mean it's not in a long-term downtrend. It hasn't broken any highs, so it's still making lower highs and lower lows. But I do think Britain as a whole, if they get on track with a more freedom-based, libertarian-viewed free market enterprise economy, which is saying that they are open to business, they reduce regulations, and they say to companies all around the world and innovative things like cryptocurrency companies, we would like you to come and set up shop in our country. And Manchester's a great example of that. Actually, I didn't know this, but Manchester has got fucking loads of gaming companies. Didn't know this until recently, but Manchester's actually been really booming recently because of their companies that create computer games have started up there. So all you need to do is have an environment that businesses thrive with low regulations and lower tax rates, but that always results in more tax dollars, because the more companies you have, the more chance you have for a company to do extremely well. And if one company does extremely well in your country, you make fuckloads, because they can't leave fast enough. They will eventually leave, because they'll go to a tax haven like Southern Ireland, Panama, Singapore, Dubai, or even they'll go international and they'll end up in some fucking international thing. So they'll end up leaving eventually. But I'm saying, if you have a bigger net of potential companies to succeed, you will then have a higher probability of a company going fucking ballistic, and then that company will overshadow all the ones that fail. Because we know that, most companies fail every 3 years, and, one company it's like a black hole effect. It's like Steam, for instance, Pete. The gaming company Steam.
Oh, yeah.
Like, bruv, we're talking big GIGA gains.
That guy just has a yacht, doesn't he? The guy.
Yeah, he recently bought it. He makes 30% on every game sold.
Yacht.
Fucking mental. He makes, and also the great thing about his company is he never raised any money for it. He doesn't have any shareholders. There's no bureaucracy. It's literally a complete unicorn.
About that?
Yeah, he over the years he has sold some off, of course, but he has majority share ownership. I actually do think he still owns significant percentage of the business in relation to any other company. It's ridiculous. Even Elon Musk is like 30% or less. But I think for a very, very long period of time, he never raised any money at the beginning. He doesn't have a massive shareholder board. He makes all of the decisions if he wants to make the decisions. He has the Steam Deck, which is like fucking massive now. He's got unbelievable network effect, and he gets 30% of every game sold on the platform, which is subsidized for some games companies. So big games companies can put pressure on that. But for an indie game developer, it's 30%. So it's just unbelievable money. It's like Airbnb for every computer game, and the industry of gaming is one of the biggest in the world, if not probably one of the biggest industries there is. So I think he's worth 60 billion or something, which is ridiculous. But I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that also when you have, back to England, let's just say Donald Trump, let's just say right-wing based government loses, and democratic ideas come. Regulation increases, taxes increase, and everything goes back the Californian way, okay? So it stops going towards Florida and the middle of America, it goes back towards California. Then you're going to see the dollar probably weaken, because lots of companies will leave America, lots of people will leave America, people will be poorer, there'll be more need for state intervention, and there'll be social programs. So that means that there's a drain. All of that is just draining the ability for the dollar to be strong, because there's no demand for it. But if we have that, and then England, Farage wins, I do think that the pound could have a really nice period, because you're going to see people moving their businesses to the UK. You're going to see people moving there, because obviously when you have more companies, it means that the companies will then employ people, and we know it's a global stage. So say, for instance, you start a tech company, which doesn't happen that much in England, but I'm saying Manchester's a good example. Gaming company, they're going to have talent which are going to work from all around the world, Asia, Indonesia, all the way through, okay? Lots of Asians. They fucking love computers. And Indians. Indians eating curry, smelling the fucking shit, typing the keyboards, eating a great fucking chicken tikka masala. So I'm talking, we're bringing in fucking people. So there's more people, they're paying more tax dollars. The great British pound will get stronger. But it just relies on those two things. Obviously, there's going to be market dynamics in terms of fuck the geopolitics, and it's going to be just the flat price action. And I'm just saying that that's kind of what happens. But I'm saying if you trade the price action first, you'll still get in before the geopolitical news. I'm saying always trade the price action first. But I'm saying the thing about government-backed fiat currencies, they are obviously inherently linked to the country itself and the bank, which is printing it. So the Bank of England and also the Federal Reserve. Like if the Fed come out tomorrow and say they're going to jack up interest rates to fucking 8%, it's going to change the fucking, the dollar's going to change. So it's interesting though. I genuinely think Farage will win. I've already said it. I actually have a post over, literally when Trump won, I said Farage will win. I've said bookmark the tweet. Farage is going to win in my opinion, very, very likely. I think this is to do with some by-election stuff because the magistrates court are going to overrule the government. So fucking Keir Starling is trying to stop elections happening in councils, which is literally out of a playbook of, I'm not going to go and say the fascist word because it's just like thrown around too much, but it's not really fascism, but it is kind of. It's just fucking, you've seen that, Pete. You love the news, don't you?
Yeah, he's just blocked a by-election or something for Andy Burnham, which is the mayor of Manchester, because he is trying to challenge Keir for control eventually.
No, this is genuinely out of a fascist playbook, or even you could call it some sort of. It's not totalitarian. It is obviously a slightly communist, but communism's a bit further. No, it is very fucking. It's so funny that the left in the Labour Party call all of these other people these fascists and all these things, but they literally do the things that actually are fascist. It's all to do with feelings and not to do with facts. It's just so fucking stupid.
Yeah. Listen, you got to be careful about my feelings, all right?
I couldn't, mate. You ain't got any feelings. You're a fucking fruit.
I've actually got to go and cook some food for my strawberry family.
You're looking at them now.
Yeah, I'm looking at them. They're behind me, just chilling. Look, they're all like, yeah, I'm hungry.
We've been going for an hour and a half. Let's bounce anyway. Anything else you guys want to ask in the chat? Let's do a few more questions and then we'll bounce.
Yeah.
Pete, no, stop. Did you guys see the Gov is pushing through when the 15-minute district zones now in the... What? What's that? 15...
Yeah. It's where, we're all going to be locked into like our local areas and you'll get taxed for how many miles you've drove and stuff like that.
No.
Right. I'll catch you guys on the flippers. Strawberry out.
Legend. I'm leaving too. Have a good one, leggies. Oh, I just blasted him off. Here we literally go.